Welcome to the Next Level Audiobooks. We're so glad you're here.
Your words shape your reality. Your thoughts create your world. Your emotions determine your actions, and your money reflects your choices. What if you could master them all? In this audiobook, we reveal the proven methods to take control of your mouth, mind, mood, and money. Unlock the power to transform your life, break free from limitations, and start living on your terms. The journey to true success begins now. Let's get started. Words have incredible power. They can lift someone up or tear them down. What we say influences not only how others perceive us but also how we see ourselves. A kind word can spark hope, while a harsh word can create lasting scars. The words you speak to others and even to yourself carry weight. Every time you open your mouth, you are planting seeds that will grow into something. Choose your words carefully, because they shape your reality and the way people interact with you. Our words can either create connection or distance. When we speak with intention, we build trust and respect. Speaking with clarity and positivity can inspire action, motivate change, and strengthen relationships. On the other hand, negative or thoughtless comments can break down walls of communication and hurt feelings. If you are mindful of the power of words, you will realize how much control you have in every conversation. Words are not just sounds or letters. They are reflections of your thoughts and beliefs. They reveal who you are and what you value. The language you use reflects your mindset and your perspective on the world. By choosing words that reflect positivity and understanding, you can begin to change the way you see the world and how the world sees you. The power of words lies in your ability to choose them wisely and use them to create the reality you desire. Every word you speak has the potential to create change, and when you speak with purpose, that power is magnified. To speak with purpose means to communicate thoughtfully, with clarity and intention. It's about understanding the impact of your words before you let them leave your mouth. Whether you're sharing ideas, giving feedback, or having a casual conversation, the way you speak can influence outcomes and shape perceptions. By speaking with purpose, you ensure that your message is heard, understood, and respected. When you speak with purpose, you're not just filling the silence, you're contributing to the conversation in a meaningful way. Every word counts. This doesn't mean you have to speak all the time or say something profound in every conversation, but when you do speak, make it intentional. Silence can often be more powerful than words, but when you choose to speak, make sure your message has value. Purposeful speaking leads to more effective communication, where every sentence is a stepping stone toward the goal of better understanding. Clarity is key to speaking with purpose. When your words are clear, they are more likely to be understood and acted upon. Ambiguity or vague statements can lead to confusion or misunderstandings, making it difficult for others to see your point of view. To speak with clarity, focus on organizing your thoughts before expressing them. Simple, direct language is often the most powerful, as it ensures your audience grasps your message without having to second-guess your meaning. Clarity also prevents unnecessary arguments or debates that stem from unclear communication. In addition to clarity, speaking with purpose involves choosing the right tone for the situation. Tone is just as important as the words themselves. The way you say something can change its entire meaning. A harsh tone can make even the most innocent comment seem like an attack, while a calm and respectful tone can make difficult feedback feel constructive. When you speak with purpose, you consider not only the content of your message but also the emotions it may evoke. This helps ensure that your communication fosters connection and cooperation rather than conflict. Effective communication is a skill that requires practice, and speaking with purpose is a key part of mastering this skill. Purposeful speaking isn't about being perfect in every conversation, but about being mindful of how you come across. It means thinking before you speak, being aware of your audience, and knowing the impact your words can have. When you speak with purpose, you are in control of the narrative, which gives you the power to influence outcomes in your favor. It's not about saying what is easy or expected, but saying what is needed and meaningful. Another important aspect of speaking with purpose is listening. Active listening is essential for meaningful communication, because it allows you to respond appropriately and make your words even more impactful. When you truly listen to someone, you are able to understand their perspective, which enables you to craft a more purposeful response. Listening also shows respect for others, creating a foundation of trust and understanding. Speaking with purpose is not just about talking, it's about creating a two-way exchange where everyone's voice is valued. One of the greatest benefits of speaking with purpose is the ability to avoid misunderstandings. When you speak with clear intention, You reduce the chances of your message being misinterpreted or taken out of context. Miscommunication often leads to conflict, frustration, and wasted time, all of which can be avoided when you are purposeful in your speech. By ensuring that your message is concise, respectful, and aligned with your intentions, you create a more harmonious and productive interaction. Finally, speaking with purpose is a tool for personal growth. As you become more mindful of your speech, you begin to develop stronger communication skills, which help you navigate various situations in life. Whether you are building relationships, leading a team, or simply engaging in everyday conversation, speaking with purpose enables you to express yourself more confidently and effectively. Over time, this intentionality will help you connect with others on a deeper level, foster mutual respect, and achieve your goals with greater ease. Silence is often misunderstood. In a world that thrives on constant communication, noise, and activity, silence is frequently seen as weakness or a sign of indifference. However, silence is a powerful tool, a form of strength that many overlook. It allows you to reflect, gather your thoughts, and maintain control over your emotions and actions. In moments when others expect a reaction or an answer, choosing silence can be a sign of deep inner strength and self-awareness. In the heat of conflict or disagreement, it can be tempting to respond immediately to assert your opinion or defend yourself, but responding out of impulse often leads to regret, escalating tension, or even damaging relationships. Silence, on the other hand, gives you the space to pause, think, and choose your next step wisely. By holding back in these moments, you avoid saying things that you might regret later and give yourself the opportunity to respond with more thoughtfulness and care. Silence can also be a tool for emotional control. When faced with provocation or insult, your initial reaction may be anger or frustration, but silence offers you the power to control those emotions before they dictate your actions. By choosing not to react in the moment, you prevent your emotions from getting the best of you and maintain your composure. This ability to manage your emotions through silence is a reflection of emotional maturity and self-discipline. In many situations, silence speaks louder than words. It has the power to convey disapproval, discomfort, or disagreement without uttering a single word. When someone behaves in a way that doesn't align with your values or when they disrespect you, silence can serve as a clear message that you do not condone their actions. Rather than engaging in a heated argument or giving them more attention, your silence becomes a boundary, a way to communicate that their behavior is unacceptable without fueling the situation further. Silence also fosters reflection. When we speak less and listen more, we create space for introspection and understanding. The act of pausing before speaking allows us to consider the impact of our words and actions. It helps us to be more mindful of our choices and encourages us to think deeply about what truly matters. In a world filled with distractions, silence provides a rare opportunity to reconnect with our inner thoughts and align ourselves with our true values and goals. In relationships, silence can be a powerful way to foster respect and trust. When you remain silent during a conversation or disagreement, it can signal to others that you are not only listening but also processing their words thoughtfully. Silence shows that you value the conversation enough to give it your full attention without rushing to respond or interrupt. It can also signal that you are not simply trying to win an argument, but genuinely seeking to understand the other person's perspective. There are times when silence is not just a reaction, but a choice that empowers you to take control of a situation. In moments of uncertainty, silence gives you the clarity to observe, assess, and decide the best course of action. Instead of being swept away by external pressures or emotions, silence allows you to center yourself and make decisions from a place of strength rather than reaction. It enables you to remain calm and composed, even in the most challenging circumstances. In leadership, silence can be a sign of wisdom and confidence. A great leader knows when to speak and when to remain silent. They understand that sometimes the best way to lead is by setting an example through their actions rather than by constantly speaking. Leaders who know when to pause or hold back their words create an environment where others feel heard and valued. Their silence allows others to step forward, share their thoughts, and contribute to the discussion, fostering a sense of collaboration and respect. Silence also offers protection in a world where words can be twisted, misunderstood, or taken out of context. Choosing silence can be a way to safeguard your thoughts and personal space. Not every situation requires a response, and not every question needs an answer. By being discerning about when to speak, you protect yourself from unnecessary conflict and keep your energy focused on what truly matters. Sometimes the strength of silence lies in its ability to bring about change. In the face of injustice or mistreatment, silence can be a form of resistance. It forces the other party to confront their actions and reflect on the impact they've had. Without needing to say a word, the absence of a response can leave a lasting impression, causing others to reconsider their behavior and reconsider the respect they owe you. Silence in many ways can also be a form of self-care. When overwhelmed by the noise of the world, whether it's the demands of others or the constant rush of modern life, taking a moment of silence can be a powerful act of self-preservation. It allows you to step away from external pressures, quiet your mind, and regain your focus. This space of calm is essential for mental clarity, emotional balance, and overall well-being. In the process of personal growth, silence is essential. It allows us to observe ourselves without distraction, to hear our own thoughts and feelings without the influence of others. By embracing silence, we create the mental space needed for self-reflection, which is crucial for growth. It allows us to identify areas where we need to change and areas where we are already succeeding. Through silence, we gain the insights that fuel our personal transformation. Another powerful aspect of silence is its ability to preserve energy. Engaging in unnecessary conversations or arguments can drain us, leaving us exhausted and mentally depleted. By choosing silence, we conserve our energy for what truly matters, focusing on our goals and priorities. Silence allows us to channel our efforts into more meaningful endeavors, whether that's working toward personal development, cultivating creativity, or simply finding peace. Silence also strengthens relationships by providing space for deeper connections. When we choose silence in moments of tension or disagreement, we give ourselves and others the chance to process emotions and reflect on the situation. It creates a pause where empathy can flourish, allowing both parties to understand each other better without the pressure of immediate reactions. In this way, silence fosters mutual respect and strengthens the bond between people. Lastly, silence can be a tool for growth in moments of adversity. In times of difficulty, we often feel the urge to speak or react immediately. However, taking a step back and embracing silence allows us to gather our thoughts, regain composure, and approach the situation from a place of strength. In these moments, silence gives us the power to control our reactions, preserve our dignity, and navigate challenges with grace. In conclusion, silence is not just the absence of sound, it's a powerful tool for personal empowerment. When used wisely, it can help you maintain emotional control, build stronger relationships, protect your peace, and navigate life's challenges with strength and clarity. Silence is not weakness. It is the mark of a person who knows their worth, values their time, and is in control of their own actions and reactions. Our thoughts are the foundation of everything we do. They shape our beliefs, our actions, and our reality. If we want to change our lives, we must first change the way we think. Mastering your thoughts is one of the most important skills you can develop, as it gives you the power to control your actions, reactions, and ultimately, your life. The ability to guide your mind is the first step toward creating a life filled with purpose, peace, and success. The mind is constantly active, bombarded by thousands of thoughts every day. These thoughts can be positive or negative, empowering or limiting. Without mastery, our minds can become chaotic, leading us to feel overwhelmed or distracted. By learning to observe your thoughts rather than be consumed by them, you can take control. The key is to become aware of the patterns in your thinking and take active steps to shift them when necessary. One of the first steps in mastering your thoughts is awareness. This means becoming conscious of the thoughts that arise throughout the day. Most people are not fully aware of what they're thinking because their thoughts are automatic. Taking time to observe your thoughts allows you to identify any negative or unproductive thinking patterns that may be holding you back. By recognizing them, you can begin to change the narrative and start thinking in ways that serve your goals. A powerful tool for mastering your thoughts is mindfulness. Mindfulness allows you to remain present in the moment without being overwhelmed by the flood of thoughts that often distract you. When you practice mindfulness, you gain control over your mind by acknowledging your thoughts without judgment. This creates space between stimulus and reaction, giving you the power to choose how to respond rather than being swept away by your automatic thoughts. Another technique to master your thoughts is positive affirmation. Affirmations are positive statements that challenge negative beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. By repeating affirmations daily, you gradually rewire your brain to believe in your capabilities, strengths, and potential. Over time, these positive beliefs become ingrained in your subconscious mind, leading to a shift in the way you approach challenges and opportunities. Visualization is another powerful tool for mastering your thoughts. By visualizing the outcomes you want to achieve, You train your mind to focus on success rather than failure. The more vividly you imagine your desired future, the more your brain begins to perceive it as a reality. Visualization not only strengthens your belief in your goals but also motivates you to take the necessary actions to bring them to life. Your thoughts are also influenced by your environment. The people you surround yourself with, the media you consume, and the conversations you engage in all impact the way you think. If you want to master your thoughts, it's essential to be mindful of the influences in your life. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, and minimize exposure to negativity or pessimism. By curating a positive environment, you create fertile ground for empowering thoughts to grow. Equally important is the ability to challenge and question your thoughts. Just because a thought arises does not mean it is true. Many of our beliefs are shaped by past experiences or the opinions of others. To master your thoughts, you need to ask yourself whether they are serving you. Are they helping you grow, or are they holding you back? By questioning your thoughts, you can discard limiting beliefs and replace them with ones that support your growth and success. Thoughts also have an emotional component. The way we think often dictates how we feel. If you find yourself frequently feeling anxious, sad, or angry, it's essential to examine the thoughts that are triggering these emotions. Negative thoughts often lead to negative feelings, but when you change your thinking, you can change your emotional state. By mastering your thoughts, you not only change your behavior but also create a more positive and balanced emotional life. Self-talk is a critical aspect of mastering your thoughts. The conversations you have with yourself can either empower or undermine you. Often, we are our own harshest critics, reinforcing negative beliefs and limiting our potential. Transforming your self-talk into positive, supportive language is essential for mastering your thoughts. Replace phrases like "I can't" or "I'm not good enough" with "I am capable" and "I am worthy." By changing the way you speak to yourself, you create a mindset that supports your success. Gratitude is another powerful tool for mastering your thoughts. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your attention away from negative thoughts and appreciate the abundance in your life. Gratitude has the ability to rewire your brain, turning your focus toward positivity and opportunities rather than scarcity and limitations. Practicing gratitude daily helps cultivate a mindset of abundance, which naturally leads to more positive thinking. Mastering your thoughts also involves letting go of the past. Often, we carry around thoughts of regret, guilt, or resentment from past experiences, which limit our present and future potential. By learning to release these thoughts and forgive yourself and others, you free your mind from the chains of the past. This allows you to focus your energy on the present moment, where true transformation happens. The future is created in the present moment, and your thoughts are the architects. Every thought you entertain shapes the life you will lead. Mastering your thoughts means consciously choosing the thoughts that will propel you toward your goals. Whether you're working toward personal growth, success in your career, or building better relationships, the way you think will either help or hinder you. By mastering your thoughts, you take full responsibility for the direction of your life. Meditation is a great practice for mastering your thoughts. It allows you to quiet the mind, remove distractions, and connect with your inner self. Through regular meditation, you develop a deeper awareness of your thoughts and learn to detach from them. This sense of detachment enables you to observe your thoughts without becoming attached to them, allowing you to choose your responses with greater clarity and intention. Building mental resilience is also an important aspect of mastering your thoughts. Life will always present challenges, but it's how you respond to those challenges that determines your success. When you encounter setbacks or difficult situations, mastering your thoughts means remaining calm and focused. Instead of giving in to fear or frustration, you choose to see challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. By cultivating resilience, you can face any adversity with strength and determination. The more you master your thoughts, the more control you have over your life. Thoughts are the driving force behind your actions, and your actions shape your reality. If you can master your thoughts, you can direct your actions toward achieving your goals. This leads to greater productivity, confidence, and success. Your mind becomes an ally rather than an obstacle, enabling you to create the life you desire. Over time, mastering your thoughts becomes a habit, a way of life. It requires constant effort and practice, but the rewards are profound. You will notice an improvement in your overall well-being, your relationships, and your ability to achieve your goals. By taking control of your thoughts, you take control of your life. You become the master of your destiny, able to navigate the challenges of life with confidence, clarity, and purpose. In conclusion, mastering your thoughts is one of the most powerful steps you can take to create the life you want. It requires self-awareness, discipline, and a commitment to shifting your mindset. When you control your thoughts, you control your future. It's a lifelong journey, but every step you take brings you closer to the life of your dreams. Start today, and watch how your thoughts begin to shape your reality. Focus and clarity are two of the most powerful tools you can possess in the pursuit of success. Without them, it's easy to become distracted by the endless noise of everyday life, allowing external circumstances to dictate your actions. In today's world, where distractions are at an all-time high, maintaining focus and clarity is not just a valuable skill, it's a necessity. To achieve your goals, you must train your mind to stay focused on what matters and to clarify your thoughts to take purposeful action toward your aspirations. At the heart of focus and clarity lies the ability to tune out distractions. Distractions come in many forms: social media notifications, other people's opinions, or even our own fears and doubts. These distractions can prevent us from dedicating ourselves fully to our tasks. To stay focused, you need to create an environment that fosters concentration. This means setting aside time and space where interruptions are minimized and your attention can be devoted solely to the task at hand. Clarity begins with understanding your goals. If your goals are vague or undefined, it's easy to lose focus and direction. Without a clear vision of what you want to achieve, it becomes challenging to take the necessary steps to get there. Clarity is about defining exactly what you want and why you want it. When you have a clear purpose, it becomes easier to focus on the actions that will bring you closer to your goals. A well-defined goal is like a map. It shows you where to go and helps you avoid getting lost along the way. Achieving focus also requires discipline. It's easy to get sidetracked by the allure of short-term pleasures or distractions, but the ability to maintain focus requires you to prioritize your long-term goals. Discipline means resisting the temptation to indulge in things that take you away from what truly matters. This doesn't mean abandoning leisure or relaxation. Rather, it's about understanding when it's time to focus and when it's time to recharge. Balancing work and rest is essential for maintaining sustained focus and mental clarity. One of the keys to maintaining focus is setting boundaries. This means being able to say no to things that don't align with your goals or values. Saying no can be challenging, especially when it involves other people or situations that seem urgent. However, protecting your time and energy is crucial for staying focused. By setting clear boundaries, you safeguard your ability to remain concentrated on what's truly important without allowing outside influences to derail your progress. Another technique to enhance focus is breaking tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces. Large projects can often feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination and a lack of focus. By breaking them down into smaller, actionable steps, you make the task feel more achievable and less daunting. This creates a sense of momentum, where each small accomplishment propels you toward completing the bigger goal. With each step, you gain clarity and a deeper understanding of how the larger picture is coming together. Clarity also involves clearing mental clutter. Just as a cluttered desk can create confusion, a cluttered mind can make it difficult to focus. Mental clutter can come from unresolved emotions, negative thoughts, or overthinking. To clear mental clutter, it's important to practice mindfulness, take regular breaks, and engage in activities that calm the mind, such as meditation or journaling. By decluttering your thoughts, you create the mental space needed to focus on the task at hand. Developing the ability to prioritize is another key aspect of focus and clarity. Life is full of tasks, but not all tasks are created equal. Some activities contribute directly to your goals, while others serve as distractions. When you develop the skill of prioritization, you can focus on what truly matters and eliminate the things that take up time without yielding results. This ability to distinguish between what is urgent and what is important allows you to focus your energy on what will have the most significant impact on your success. The power of focus is amplified when you cultivate an environment that supports your mental state. The physical environment around you plays a critical role in maintaining clarity and concentration. A clean, organized workspace can enhance focus, while a chaotic or cluttered environment can create distractions. Whether it's your desk, home, or the places you visit, setting up your environment to support focus is an effective way to improve your ability to concentrate and think clearly. One of the biggest obstacles to focus is mental fatigue. When you push yourself too hard without taking breaks, your mind becomes overwhelmed, leading to a decline in performance. To maintain clarity, you need to allow your mind to rest and rejuvenate. Incorporating regular breaks, getting enough sleep, and engaging in physical exercise are essential practices to combat mental fatigue. A well-rested and energized mind is far more capable of maintaining focus and clarity. It's also important to be intentional about where you place your attention. In a world filled with constant distractions, we often find ourselves shifting attention from one thing to the next without truly committing to anything. The ability to direct your attention toward one task and keep it there for an extended period is a skill that must be developed. This requires you to consciously choose where to focus and eliminate the tendency to multitask, which can scatter your mental energy and reduce overall productivity. To stay focused and clear, it's essential to create systems and routines. Routines help to automate decisions and remove the mental burden of figuring out what to do next. By establishing a daily routine that aligns with your goals, you reduce decision fatigue and create a predictable structure for your day. This predictability helps your brain conserve energy, allowing you to focus on what really matters rather than constantly deciding what to do next. The ability to say no to distractions is vital for maintaining focus and clarity. Distractions are inevitable, but how you respond to them determines whether they will derail your focus. One way to resist distractions is by scheduling specific times for activities like checking emails or social media, rather than letting them interrupt your work. By setting boundaries around distractions, you ensure that your attention remains on the task at hand, allowing you to complete work with greater efficiency and clarity. Mindset plays a significant role in maintaining focus and clarity. When you adopt a mindset of determination and resilience, you become better equipped to overcome obstacles that may arise. A positive mindset allows you to stay focused on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. By choosing to approach challenges with an optimistic outlook, you maintain the clarity necessary to see the bigger picture and find the best path forward. Another important aspect of clarity is self-awareness. When you are self-aware, you are able to identify when your focus is drifting or when your thoughts are becoming clouded by negative emotions. Self-awareness allows you to catch yourself in moments of distraction and refocus your mind. It's about tuning into your thoughts and recognizing when you're not aligned with your goals so you can quickly redirect your attention and return to clarity. Developing focus and clarity requires consistent practice. Just like any other skill, it takes time to strengthen your ability to concentrate and think clearly. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you will find that you can sustain focus for longer periods and experience greater mental clarity in all areas of your life. Whether you are working on a project, making decisions, or engaging in personal growth, mastering focus and clarity is the key to achieving your goals. Your level of focus determines how efficiently and effectively you can work. The clearer your mind is, the more streamlined your actions become. By focusing on one task at a time and eliminating distractions, you can increase productivity, reduce stress, and accomplish more in less time. With greater focus and clarity, you move closer to achieving your vision without wasting energy on things that don't serve your purpose. Focus and clarity are two of the most powerful tools you can possess in the pursuit of success. Without them, it's easy to become distracted by the endless noise of everyday life, allowing external circumstances to dictate your actions. In today's world, where distractions are at an all-time high, maintaining focus and clarity is not just a valuable skill, it's a necessity. To achieve your goals, you must train your mind to stay focused on what matters and to clarify your thoughts to take purposeful action toward your aspirations. At the heart of focus and clarity lies the ability to tune out distractions. Distractions come in many forms: social media notifications, other people's opinions, or even our own fears and doubts. These distractions can prevent us from dedicating ourselves fully to our tasks. To stay focused, you need to create an environment that fosters concentration. This means setting aside time and space where interruptions are minimized and your attention can be devoted solely to the task at hand. Clarity begins with understanding your goals. If your goals are vague or undefined, it's easy to lose focus and direction. Without a clear vision of what you want to achieve, it becomes challenging to take the necessary steps to get there. Clarity is about defining exactly what you want and why you want it. When you have a clear purpose, it becomes easier to focus on the actions that will bring you closer to your goals. A well-defined goal is like a map. It shows you where to go and helps you avoid getting lost along the way. Achieving focus also requires discipline. It's easy to get sidetracked by the allure of short-term pleasures or distractions, but the ability to maintain focus requires you to prioritize your long-term goals. Discipline means resisting the temptation to indulge in things that take you away from what truly matters. This doesn't mean abandoning leisure or relaxation. Rather, it's about understanding when it's time to focus and when it's time to recharge. Balancing work and rest is essential for maintaining sustained focus and mental clarity. One of the keys to maintaining focus is setting boundaries. This means being able to say no to things that don't align with your goals or values. Saying no can be challenging, especially when it involves other people or situations that seem urgent. However, protecting your time and energy is crucial for staying focused. By setting clear boundaries, you safeguard your ability to remain concentrated on what's truly important without allowing outside influences to derail your progress. Another technique to enhance focus is breaking tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces. Large projects can often feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination and a lack of focus. By breaking them down into smaller, actionable steps, you make the task feel more achievable and less daunting. This creates a sense of momentum, where each small accomplishment propels you toward completing the bigger goal. With each step, you gain clarity and a deeper understanding of how the larger picture is coming together. Clarity also involves clearing mental clutter. Just as a cluttered desk can create confusion, a cluttered mind can make it difficult to focus. Mental clutter can come from unresolved emotions, negative thoughts, or overthinking. To clear mental clutter, it's important to practice mindfulness, take regular breaks, and engage in activities that calm the mind, such as meditation or journaling. By decluttering your thoughts, you create the mental space needed to focus on the task at hand. Developing the ability to prioritize is another key aspect of focus and clarity. Life is full of tasks, but not all tasks are created equal. Some activities contribute directly to your goals, while others serve as distractions. When you develop the skill of prioritization, you can focus on what truly matters and eliminate the things that take up time without yielding results. This ability to distinguish between what is urgent and what is important allows you to focus your energy on what will have the most significant impact on your success. The power of focus is amplified when you cultivate an environment that supports your mental state. The physical environment around you plays a critical role in maintaining clarity and concentration. A clean, organized workspace can enhance focus, while a chaotic or cluttered environment can create distractions. Whether it's your desk, home, or the places you visit, setting up your environment to support focus is an effective way to improve your ability to concentrate and think clearly. One of the biggest obstacles to focus is mental fatigue. When you push yourself too hard without taking breaks, your mind becomes overwhelmed, leading to a decline in performance. To maintain clarity, you need to allow your mind to rest and rejuvenate. Incorporating regular breaks, getting enough sleep, and engaging in physical exercise are essential practices to combat mental fatigue. A well-rested and energized mind is far more capable of maintaining focus and clarity. It's also important to be intentional about where you place your attention. In a world filled with constant distractions, we often find ourselves shifting attention from one thing to the next without truly committing to anything. The ability to direct your attention toward one task and keep it there for an extended period is a skill that must be developed. This requires you to consciously choose where to focus and eliminate the tendency to multitask, which can scatter your mental energy and reduce overall productivity. To stay focused and clear, it's essential to create systems and routines. Routines help to automate decisions and remove the mental burden of figuring out what to do next. By establishing a daily routine that aligns with your goals, you reduce decision fatigue and create a predictable structure for your day. This predictability helps your brain conserve energy, allowing you to focus on what really matters rather than constantly deciding what to do next. The ability to say no to distractions is vital for maintaining focus and clarity. Distractions are inevitable, but how you respond to them determines whether they will derail your focus. One way to resist distractions is by scheduling specific times for activities like checking emails or social media, rather than letting them interrupt your work. By setting boundaries around distractions, you ensure that your attention remains on the task at hand, allowing you to complete work with greater efficiency and clarity. Mindset plays a significant role in maintaining focus and clarity. When you adopt a mindset of determination and resilience, you become better equipped to overcome obstacles that may arise. A positive mindset allows you to stay focused on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. By choosing to approach challenges with an optimistic outlook, you maintain the clarity necessary to see the bigger picture and find the best path forward. Another important aspect of clarity is self-awareness. When you are self-aware, you are able to identify when your focus is drifting or when your thoughts are becoming clouded by negative emotions. Self-awareness allows you to catch yourself in moments of distraction and refocus your mind. It's about tuning into your thoughts and recognizing when you're not aligned with your goals so you can quickly redirect your attention and return to clarity. Developing focus and clarity requires consistent practice. Just like any other skill, it takes time to strengthen your ability to concentrate and think clearly. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you will find that you can sustain focus for longer periods and experience greater mental clarity in all areas of your life. Whether you are working on a project, making decisions, or engaging in personal growth, mastering focus and clarity is the key to achieving your goals. Your level of focus determines how efficiently and effectively you can work. The clearer your mind is, the more streamlined your actions become. By focusing on one task at a time and eliminating distractions, you can increase productivity, reduce stress, and accomplish more in less time. With greater focus and clarity, you move closer to achieving your vision without wasting energy on things that don't serve your purpose. Lastly, focus and clarity are intertwined with resilience. As you develop the ability to focus on your goals, you will face setbacks and challenges. The clarity you have about your purpose will help you push through these difficulties, knowing that they are temporary and part of the process. With focus, you can stay on course, and with clarity, you can keep your vision sharp even when the path ahead seems uncertain. In conclusion, focus and clarity are essential for success. They help you block out distractions, prioritize what matters, and remain disciplined in the pursuit of your goals. By developing these skills, you empower yourself to achieve greater results, improve your mental well-being, and create a life that aligns with your deepest values and aspirations. Focus and clarity are the tools that allow you to carve your path forward no matter the obstacles in your way. Positive thinking is more than just a mindset. It is a powerful tool that shapes every aspect of your life. The way you think influences your actions, behaviors, and the outcomes you experience. By focusing on the positive, you train your mind to look for opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems, and hope instead of despair. Positive thinking is not about ignoring difficulties or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about changing your perception so you can approach life with optimism and resilience, no matter the circumstances. At its core, positive thinking is about reframing challenges. Instead of seeing a setback as a failure, a positive thinker views it as a lesson or an opportunity for growth. Every challenge carries the potential for new knowledge, skills, and perspectives that can help you move forward. By shifting your mindset in this way, you begin to see life's difficulties not as roadblocks but as stepping stones to something greater. The power of positive thinking lies in its ability to shape your reality. Your thoughts influence your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your actions. When you focus on positive thoughts, you begin to take actions that align with those beliefs. This creates a cycle of positivity that reinforces itself. The more you think positively, the more you attract positive outcomes, and the more success you achieve. Over time, this can completely transform your life. Positive thinking also plays a crucial role in resilience. Life is filled with ups and downs, and it's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going your way. However, positive thinking helps you bounce back more quickly after adversity. It enables you to see setbacks as temporary, helping you maintain hope and motivation even when challenges arise. Resilience is built on the foundation of a positive mindset, allowing you to persevere with confidence and determination. A key aspect of positive thinking is self-belief. When you believe in yourself, you are more likely to take risks, push past your limits, and pursue your dreams. Positive thinking helps you overcome self-doubt, empowering you to take action toward your goals. By telling yourself that you can succeed, even in the face of challenges, you unlock the courage to move forward. Self-belief, reinforced by positive thoughts, becomes the driving force behind your success. Positive thinking also has a direct impact on your mental health. When you focus on the good in life, you reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. Positive thoughts release dopamine and serotonin, chemicals in the brain that promote feelings of happiness and well-being. By choosing to focus on the positive, you enhance your mood and improve your overall emotional state. This not only benefits you mentally but also improves your physical health, as a positive mindset boosts your immune system and reduces the risk of chronic diseases. Another important benefit of positive thinking is improved relationships. When you approach others with positivity, you create a more harmonious environment. Whether at work, with friends, or in romantic relationships, positive people are often more approachable, empathetic, and supportive, which helps to build stronger, more fulfilling connections with those around them. Positive thinking allows you to communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts with ease, and create relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Positive thinking also helps you maintain a sense of purpose in times of uncertainty or struggle. It's easy to lose sight of why you started in the first place. However, positive thinking keeps your vision clear. It reminds you of your goals, your values, and your dreams. With this sense of purpose, you are better equipped to stay on track and continue pursuing what truly matters, even when obstacles appear. In addition to resilience and self-belief, positive thinking enhances creativity. When you think positively, you create an open, expansive mental state that allows new ideas and solutions to flow. Negative thinking, on the other hand, can block your creativity by limiting your perspective and focusing on what's wrong. A positive mindset encourages curiosity, problem-solving, and innovative thinking, leading to greater personal and professional success. The influence of positive thinking extends to your physical energy as well. Optimistic individuals tend to have more energy, which enables them to work harder, stay active, and remain motivated. This energy is a direct result of the positive thoughts that drive them, creating a cycle of enthusiasm and productivity. Positive thinking fuels your energy, making it easier to take action and keep moving forward even when things get tough. Journaling is a powerful tool for emotional control. Writing down your feelings helps you process and understand your emotions more clearly. By putting your thoughts and emotions on paper, you create distance between yourself and your feelings, allowing you to reflect on them more objectively. Journaling also provides an outlet for emotional expression, helping to release pent-up emotions in a healthy way. It's important to remember that emotional control is not about suppressing your emotions, but about responding to them in a healthy, constructive way. Instead of letting emotions rule your actions, emotional control empowers you to choose how to react. It enables you to remain calm under pressure, make thoughtful decisions, and maintain your focus on what truly matters. Emotional control doesn't mean never feeling strong emotions. It means having the awareness and tools to handle them effectively when they arise. Finally, emotional control requires practice and patience. Just like any other skill, it takes time to develop. You may not always get it right, but with consistent effort, you will improve over time. You'll find that you become more adept at managing your emotions, responding with greater calmness, and making decisions that align with your long-term goals. As you cultivate emotional control, you build greater emotional intelligence, which will serve you throughout your life. In conclusion, emotional control is an essential skill for achieving personal growth, success, and happiness. By mastering your emotions, you gain the ability to respond to life's challenges with resilience, clarity, and composure. Emotional control empowers you to take charge of your reactions, build stronger relationships, and stay focused on your goals no matter the obstacles in your way. Through awareness, practice, and self-care, you can develop the emotional strength needed to thrive in all areas of life. In life, we are often faced with situations that stir our emotions. How we respond to these situations can make all the difference in how we navigate our personal and professional lives. The key distinction between reacting and responding is one of control. Reacting is an impulsive, often emotional response, whereas responding is a deliberate and thoughtful action. Mastering the art of responding rather than reacting can lead to more positive outcomes, healthier relationships, and a more fulfilling life. When we react, we are often driven by our emotions and instincts. These reactions may come from deep-seated beliefs or past experiences, and sometimes they are rooted in fear or anger. While emotions are valid and natural, reacting impulsively can lead to decisions that we later regret. In contrast, when we choose to respond, we take the time to pause, assess the situation, and consider the best course of action. This pause enables us to respond in a manner that aligns with our values and long-term goals. Responding rather than reacting begins with emotional awareness. Recognizing when we are experiencing strong emotions is the first step in gaining control over our responses. Often, emotions like anger, frustration, or fear can cloud our judgment, causing us to react impulsively without considering the consequences. By acknowledging our emotions and understanding their triggers, we create a space where we can choose to respond thoughtfully rather than letting our emotions dictate our actions. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in learning to respond instead of react. Practicing mindfulness allows us to remain present in the moment and create a mental space between stimulus and response. This pause is essential in allowing us to take a step back from our emotional reactions and think more clearly. Mindfulness enables us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, providing the clarity needed to make informed decisions. By incorporating mindfulness into our daily lives, we can cultivate the habit of responding consciously rather than reacting instinctively. Self-regulation plays a vital role in responding, not reacting. Self-regulation involves managing our emotions and behaviors in a way that aligns with our goals, even in challenging circumstances. It requires discipline and practice to pause before reacting, especially when our emotions are high. By learning to self-regulate, we gain the ability to make decisions that are based on logic, reason, and long-term objectives rather than being influenced by momentary emotions. One of the most important aspects of responding rather than reacting is understanding the situation at hand. When we react without understanding the full context, we may jump to conclusions or make assumptions that are not accurate. Responding requires us to gather information, assess the situation objectively, and consider all perspectives. This thoughtful approach allows us to make more informed decisions and respond in a way that is both effective and constructive. Another key to responding effectively is empathy. Empathy allows us to understand the emotions and experiences of others, which is critical when we are in difficult or heated situations. Instead of reacting defensively or aggressively, responding with empathy helps us connect with others on a deeper level. It allows us to consider their perspective, validate their feelings, and respond in a way that fosters understanding and cooperation. Empathy transforms conflict into an opportunity for connection and growth. A crucial component of responding is practicing patience. In moments of stress or frustration, our natural inclination may be to act immediately without taking the time to fully process our emotions. However, responding requires patience, the ability to step back, collect our thoughts, and think before we speak or act. By cultivating patience, we can make better decisions, avoid unnecessary conflict, and maintain control over our emotions. By choosing to respond, we also create an environment where others feel heard and respected. Reacting, on the other hand, can escalate situations, making others feel invalidated or attacked. When we take the time to respond thoughtfully, we foster an atmosphere of respect and mutual understanding. People are more likely to engage in productive conversations and work toward resolutions when they feel that their emotions and opinions are acknowledged. Responding rather than reacting also empowers us to take responsibility for our actions. When we react impulsively, we may later find ourselves blaming external factors or people for our behavior. However, when we choose to respond, we are acknowledging our role in the situation and taking ownership of our actions. This sense of responsibility helps us grow and learn from our experiences, allowing us to make more mindful choices in the future. In stressful situations, responding instead of reacting can also help us maintain our composure. In moments of high tension, it can be easy to lose control and let our emotions take over. However, by learning to pause and respond rather than react, we can maintain a sense of calm and clarity. This not only helps us stay focused but also inspires confidence in others, as they can see that we can handle challenges with grace and professionalism. One of the benefits of responding rather than reacting is that it allows us to think long-term. When we react impulsively, we may focus on short-term relief or immediate gratification, but this often comes at a cost. Responding, however, encourages us to think about the bigger picture and consider the long-term consequences of our actions. This perspective helps us make decisions that align with our long-term goals and values. Over time, practicing the art of responding rather than reacting can lead to greater emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize and manage our emotions, as well as understand and influence the emotions of others. By cultivating emotional intelligence, we improve our ability to navigate complex emotional landscapes, resolve conflicts, and build stronger relationships. Responding with emotional intelligence fosters understanding and connection, allowing us to communicate more effectively and respond in ways that build trust and cooperation. Responding requires a mindset of openness and flexibility. When we react, we often close ourselves off to new ideas or solutions, as we are consumed by our immediate emotions. However, responding with openness allows us to consider different perspectives, explore creative solutions, and find common ground. This flexibility is especially important in complex or conflict-ridden situations, as it enables us to approach challenges with a solution-oriented mindset. The practice of responding rather than reacting can be applied in many aspects of our lives. In the workplace, it leads to more productive discussions, better decision-making, and a healthier work environment. In personal relationships, it helps to foster empathy, understanding, and mutual respect. Responding thoughtfully in difficult situations can strengthen bonds, improve communication, and prevent unnecessary conflict. Sometimes the best response is silence. In certain situations, reacting with words or action may escalate a situation further. Choosing silence in these moments can provide the space needed to de-escalate emotions and avoid saying things that might be hurtful or damaging. Silence is a powerful tool when used appropriately, as it allows us to reflect, gain clarity, and choose a more thoughtful response when the time is right. The key to responding rather than reacting is self-awareness. The more aware we are of our emotions, triggers, and tendencies, the better equipped we are to respond with intention. Self-awareness allows us to pause, assess the situation, and choose a response that is aligned with our goals, values, and desired outcomes. By regularly practicing self-awareness, we develop the ability to respond thoughtfully even in the most challenging situations. In conclusion, responding instead of reacting is a skill that requires practice, patience, and self-discipline. It empowers us to take control of our emotions and make decisions that align with our long-term goals and values. Responding thoughtfully leads to stronger relationships, better decision-making, and greater emotional intelligence. By mastering this skill, we gain the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure, creating positive outcomes for ourselves and those around us. Creating healthy boundaries is an essential aspect of self-care and emotional well-being. Boundaries are the limits we set with others to protect our emotional, mental, and physical space. They help define what is acceptable behavior from others and what is not, enabling us to maintain control over our lives and avoid feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or resentful. Healthy boundaries empower us to maintain our sense of self while also fostering positive and respectful relationships with others. Healthy boundaries are not about building walls or cutting yourself off from others. Rather, they are about establishing clear guidelines that allow you to engage with others in a way that is respectful and mutually beneficial. Without boundaries, we may find ourselves overextended, drained, or taken advantage of. By setting boundaries, we reclaim our time, energy, and emotional resources, ensuring that we can give to others without depleting ourselves. One of the first steps in creating healthy boundaries is self-awareness. You must understand your own needs, values, and limits before you can effectively communicate them to others. Take time to reflect on what makes you feel safe, respected, and valued. Consider the situations that drain you emotionally or physically, and identify the behaviors that you are not willing to tolerate. By becoming aware of these things, you gain the clarity needed to set boundaries that align with your well-being. Setting boundaries requires the courage to say no when necessary. Many people struggle with this because they fear rejection, conflict, or disappointing others. However, saying no is not a selfish act. It is a necessary step in protecting your time and energy. When you say no, you are affirming your own needs and ensuring that you can prioritize what is most important to you. Learning to say no respectfully and assertively is a powerful skill that will allow you to maintain balance in your life. Once you have a clear understanding of your needs and limits, the next step is to communicate your boundaries to others. This can be challenging, especially in relationships where you may have allowed others to overstep in the past. However, clear communication is crucial in creating and maintaining healthy boundaries. Be direct and assertive when expressing your needs, and remember that you have every right to enforce the boundaries you set. Boundaries are not negotiable, and it's essential to stand firm in upholding them. Another key to creating healthy boundaries is understanding that they may evolve over time. As you grow and change, your needs and limits may shift as well. What was acceptable in the past may no longer be tolerable, and it's important to reassess your boundaries periodically. Regularly check in with yourself to ensure that your boundaries are still serving you and make adjustments as needed. This flexibility ensures that your boundaries remain aligned with your current needs and circumstances. Creating healthy boundaries also involves recognizing and respecting the boundaries of others. Just as you have the right to establish limits for yourself, others have the same right. It's important to be aware of and honor the boundaries set by those around you. Mutual respect for boundaries fosters healthier, more balanced relationships and creates an environment where both parties feel valued and understood. One of the benefits of healthy boundaries is that they help reduce stress and burnout. When you fail to set boundaries, you may find yourself saying yes to too many requests, taking on too much responsibility, and neglecting your own needs. This can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion. Healthy boundaries allow you to manage your time and energy more effectively, ensuring that you can show up for others without sacrificing your well-being. When you set boundaries, you prioritize your health, and as a result, you are better able to care for others. Boundaries are particularly important in maintaining emotional health. Many people struggle with the emotional toll of relationships where boundaries are unclear or constantly violated. In such situations, it is easy to feel taken advantage of, manipulated, or neglected. By setting clear emotional boundaries, you protect your sense of self-worth and ensure that your emotional needs are respected. This helps you maintain a strong sense of inner peace and emotional balance even in challenging situations. Another benefit of creating healthy boundaries is that they allow you to protect your time. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant demands on your time, whether it's work, family, or social obligations. Setting boundaries around your time helps you prioritize what is most important. By setting limits on how much time you give to others, you can create space for the things that truly matter to you, such as personal growth, relaxation, and pursuing your passions. Boundaries also allow you to cultivate healthy relationships by fostering mutual respect. When you set boundaries, you teach others how to treat you. People will understand what you are and are not willing to tolerate, which leads to more respectful and fulfilling interactions. Healthy boundaries prevent resentment from building up in relationships, as they encourage open communication and honest conversations about needs and expectations. When boundaries are respected, relationships thrive. It's important to recognize that setting boundaries doesn't make you a bad person or mean you're being selfish. On the contrary, it's an act of self-respect and self-care. By protecting your energy, time, and emotional resources, you're ensuring that you can show up as the best version of yourself in all aspects of your life. Healthy boundaries enable you to be more present, focused, and intentional in your relationships and your personal pursuits. Another common misconception is that setting boundaries will lead to conflict or push people away. While it may feel uncomfortable at first, setting clear boundaries actually improves communication and reduces misunderstandings. People may initially resist your boundaries, especially if they are used to you being more flexible, but over time, they will come to respect and appreciate your limits. In the long run, having clear boundaries helps prevent unnecessary conflict and creates more harmonious relationships. Sometimes, creating boundaries means letting go of relationships or situations that no longer serve you. This can be a difficult and painful decision, but it's often necessary for your growth and well-being. Toxic relationships, whether personal or professional, can drain your energy and hinder your progress. By setting boundaries, you give yourself permission to step away from harmful dynamics and focus on cultivating healthier, more supportive relationships that align with your values and goals. In some cases, people may struggle to respect your boundaries. It's important to remember that this is not a reflection of your worth or the validity of your boundaries. It's a reflection of their inability or unwillingness to respect your limits. In such cases, it's important to assertively reinforce your boundaries and, if necessary, distance yourself from people who continue to overstep. By standing firm in your boundaries, you send a clear message that you value yourself and will not tolerate disrespect. Boundaries also play a critical role in maintaining your mental and physical health. Constantly giving in to others' demands, neglecting your needs, or overcommitting can lead to stress, anxiety, and physical exhaustion. By setting and enforcing boundaries, you protect your health and create the space you need to recharge. This allows you to perform at your best, maintain a clear mind, and manage stress in healthy ways. It's also important to acknowledge that setting boundaries requires practice and self-compassion. At first, it may feel uncomfortable or unnatural to say no or to assert your needs. You may feel guilty or selfish for putting yourself first. However, over time, you will come to see that healthy boundaries are not only necessary for your well-being but are a vital part of living an authentic, fulfilling life. Practice setting boundaries with small steps and gradually work toward enforcing them in all areas of your life. In conclusion, creating healthy boundaries is essential for maintaining your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. By establishing clear limits and communicating them with others, you protect your time, energy, and sense of self. Healthy boundaries foster mutual respect, improve relationships, and reduce stress, allowing you to live a more balanced, fulfilling life. Remember, setting boundaries is an act of self-care, and it's necessary for living a life that aligns with your values and goals. Financial discipline is one of the most important skills for securing long-term financial stability and achieving personal and financial goals. It refers to the ability to manage your money wisely, avoid impulsive spending, and make choices that align with your values and objectives. Financial discipline is not just about having enough money, it's about making decisions that ensure you build wealth, live within your means, and prepare for future financial security. This will explore the essential components of financial discipline and how to develop and maintain it. The first step in financial discipline is understanding where your money is going. Many people struggle with money because they have no clear picture of their spending habits. Tracking your expenses is essential to gaining insight into your financial life. By tracking every dollar you spend, you can identify unnecessary expenses, recognize patterns, and start making conscious decisions about how to allocate your resources. This awareness is crucial in making informed financial decisions that align with your goals. Budgeting is a cornerstone of financial discipline. A well-crafted budget helps you live within your means, avoid overspending, and ensure that you are putting money aside for your future. It requires you to allocate specific amounts for necessary expenses like housing, utilities, and groceries, while also setting aside money for savings and discretionary spending. Budgeting allows you to prioritize your financial goals and make intentional decisions about where your money should go, preventing impulse purchases or wasteful spending. Impulse spending is one of the biggest obstacles to financial discipline. We live in a consumer-driven society where advertising and social pressure can make us feel like we need to buy things we don't actually need. Financial discipline involves resisting the urge to make impulsive purchases and instead focusing on needs versus wants. By practicing delayed gratification, you allow yourself time to evaluate whether a purchase is necessary or if it will add real value to your life. This approach helps you avoid buyer's remorse and maintain control over your finances. Building an emergency fund is another critical aspect of financial discipline. Life is unpredictable, and having a safety net of savings for unexpected expenses can help you navigate financial challenges with peace of mind. An emergency fund provides a cushion for things like medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. Ideally, your emergency fund should cover at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. By making consistent contributions to this fund, you ensure that you have the financial resilience to weather unforeseen circumstances without derailing your long-term financial plans. Saving for long-term goals such as retirement is a key component of financial discipline. Many people neglect saving for the future, focusing instead on immediate gratification or day-to-day spending. However, the earlier you start saving for retirement, the more time your money has to grow. Contributing regularly to retirement accounts such as a 401k or IRA ensures that you have the financial resources to enjoy a comfortable retirement. Financial discipline requires you to prioritize long-term savings and avoid dipping into your retirement funds for short-term needs. Debt management is another crucial aspect of financial discipline. While not all debt is bad, excessive or high-interest debt can hinder your ability to save and invest for the future. To maintain financial discipline, it's essential to pay off high-interest debts, such as credit card balances, as quickly as possible. Once these debts are cleared, you can redirect the money you were using for payments towards savings and investments. Developing a strategy for managing and eliminating debt allows you to regain control of your finances and free up resources for long-term wealth building. Investing is an essential part of financial discipline. Building wealth through investments such as stocks, bonds, or real estate can help you achieve financial independence and grow your wealth over time. However, investing requires knowledge, patience, and consistency. Financial discipline means committing to regular contributions to investment accounts and focusing on long-term growth rather than short-term market fluctuations. A disciplined investment strategy, coupled with a diversified portfolio, can provide financial security and help you achieve your wealth-building goals. Living below your means is a fundamental principle of financial discipline. Many people live paycheck to paycheck because they spend everything they earn or, worse, spend more than they earn. To achieve financial stability, you must learn to live within your means and resist the urge to keep up with others' spending habits. By choosing a lifestyle that is aligned with your income, you can build savings, avoid debt, and invest in your future. Living below your means is not about depriving yourself but about prioritizing your financial health and future. Setting clear financial goals is essential for maintaining financial discipline. Without goals, it's easy to drift and make financial decisions that aren't aligned with your long-term plans. Your goals should be SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Whether you're saving for a down payment on a house, paying off student loans, or building a retirement fund, having clear goals gives you something to work toward and helps keep you motivated and focused on your financial journey. Financial discipline also involves practicing patience. Building wealth and achieving financial goals takes time. It requires making consistent small steps toward your goals and staying focused even when progress feels slow. Financial discipline means sticking to your plan even when it's tempting to take shortcuts or make impulsive decisions. Patience and perseverance are essential in creating lasting financial security and long-term success. Avoiding lifestyle inflation is another important part of financial discipline. As your income increases, it can be tempting to upgrade your lifestyle, buying a bigger house, a new car, or taking more expensive vacations. However, if you increase your spending every time your income rises, you won't be able to build wealth or save for the future. Instead, focus on saving and investing any additional income and living a lifestyle that aligns with your original financial plan. This approach allows you to build long-term wealth while still enjoying a comfortable life. Financial discipline is about prioritizing your needs and values over temporary desires. It means making decisions that align with your long-term goals, even if they require sacrifices in the short term. For example, instead of splurging on an expensive vacation, you may choose to invest that money in your future or put it toward paying off debt. While it may feel challenging at times, making these choices helps you achieve financial independence and ensures that your spending reflects your priorities. Automating your finances is a powerful strategy for maintaining financial discipline. By setting up automatic transfers for savings, investments, and bill payments, you remove the temptation to spend money impulsively. Automation helps you stick to your financial goals without having to think about it constantly. It ensures that you are consistently saving and investing even when life gets busy and reduces the risk of overspending. Tracking your progress is essential for maintaining financial discipline. Periodically reviewing your financial situation helps you stay on track with your goals and make adjustments when necessary. Whether it's checking your budget, monitoring your investments, or assessing your debt repayment progress, regularly evaluating your financial health keeps you accountable and motivated. It also allows you to celebrate milestones and recognize your achievements along the way. Building financial discipline also requires developing a mindset of abundance. Rather than focusing on scarcity or fear of not having enough, adopt a mindset that allows you to see opportunities and potential in every financial decision. When you believe that there is enough for you to succeed and build wealth, you make better financial choices, feel more confident in your decisions, and attract positive financial outcomes. Financial discipline is a lifelong practice. It's not about reaching a specific financial milestone and stopping, but about continuously improving your financial habits and staying committed to your goals. As your life circumstances change, whether through career advancements, family changes, or unexpected challenges, your financial strategies may need to evolve as well. Maintaining financial discipline requires adaptability, persistence, and a willingness to keep learning and growing on your financial journey. In conclusion, financial discipline is essential for creating a life of financial stability, security, and freedom. By tracking your expenses, budgeting wisely, managing debt, saving and investing consistently, and living within your means, you lay the foundation for long-term success. Financial discipline empowers you to make informed, intentional decisions that support your goals and align with your values. With time, patience, and dedication, financial discipline will lead to greater wealth, freedom, and peace of mind. Saving with purpose is one of the most powerful financial habits you can adopt. It goes beyond simply putting money aside for emergencies or future needs. Saving with purpose is about aligning your financial decisions with your personal goals, values, and long-term aspirations. It requires a clear understanding of why you're saving, what you're working toward, and how your savings can help you build the future you envision. This intentional approach to saving helps you stay motivated, disciplined, and focused on achieving your financial objectives. The first step in saving with purpose is to identify your financial goals. Without clear goals, saving can feel like a never-ending task with no real direction. Take the time to define what you want to achieve, whether it's building an emergency fund, buying a home, starting a business, or retiring comfortably. Your goals should be specific, measurable, and time-bound. Having a clear sense of purpose makes the process of saving more meaningful and gives you a reason to stay committed. Once your goals are defined, it's important to break them down into smaller, achievable steps. For example, if your goal is to save for a down payment on a house, determine how much you need to save each month to reach that target within your desired time frame. By setting smaller, actionable milestones, you make your goals feel less overwhelming and more attainable. This approach allows you to celebrate progress along the way, keeping you motivated and focused on the bigger picture. One of the key principles of saving with purpose is paying yourself first. This means prioritizing your savings before you allocate money for other expenses. By setting aside a portion of your income for savings as soon as you receive it, you ensure that your financial goals remain a top priority. This strategy can be automated through direct deposits into savings accounts or retirement funds, making it easier to stay consistent with your savings habits. Building a savings plan is essential in saving with purpose. Your plan should include the specific amount you need to save each month, the type of accounts you'll use, and the timeline for reaching your goals. It should also take into account any potential setbacks or obstacles, such as fluctuating income or unexpected expenses. By creating a detailed plan, you give yourself a clear path forward and ensure that you're actively working toward your financial goals. Another important aspect of saving with purpose is understanding the difference between saving for short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals, such as saving for a vacation or a new appliance, may require you to keep your savings in easily accessible accounts like a savings or money market account. Long-term goals, such as retirement or building wealth for the future, require a different approach, often involving investment accounts that allow your money to grow over time. Each goal may require a different strategy, but all should align with your overall financial plan. Creating a budget is a crucial component of saving with purpose. A budget helps you track your income and expenses, ensuring that you're able to allocate money for both necessary and discretionary expenses while still saving toward your goals. Without a budget, it's easy to lose track of your spending, making it harder to save consistently. A well-structured budget provides the clarity you need to manage your finances, avoid overspending, and ensure that your savings are prioritized. Living within your means is essential for saving with purpose. It means spending less than you earn, avoiding debt, and being mindful of your financial decisions. If you consistently spend more than you make, it becomes difficult to save, no matter how purposeful you are. By choosing to live within your means, you free up more money to put towards savings and financial goals. This discipline is key to building wealth and achieving long-term financial security. To save with purpose, you need to avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation. As your income increases, it's tempting to increase your spending on non-essential items such as dining out, travel, or entertainment. However, to save effectively, you must resist the urge to inflate your lifestyle every time you earn more. Instead, commit to saving a portion of any income increase, which allows you to build wealth and grow your savings without sacrificing your standard of living. Tracking your progress is vital in saving with purpose. Regularly reviewing your savings goals and how much you've accumulated allows you to see how far you've come and adjust your plan if needed. Tracking your progress also provides motivation to continue saving, especially when you see the results of your consistent effort. Whether it's through a financial tracking app or a spreadsheet, monitoring your savings ensures that you stay on track and make adjustments when necessary. One of the key advantages of saving with purpose is the peace of mind it provides. Knowing that you are actively working toward your financial goals, whether that's a secure retirement or an emergency fund, helps reduce financial anxiety. You no longer feel overwhelmed by the uncertainty of the future because you have a plan in place. Purposeful saving gives you control over your financial future and the confidence to face challenges, knowing that you are financially prepared. Building an emergency fund is a foundational aspect of saving with purpose. Life is unpredictable, and having an emergency fund ensures that you're able to handle unexpected expenses, such as medical bills, car repairs, or job loss, without derailing your financial goals. Your emergency fund should be separate from your other savings and should cover at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Once your emergency fund is established, you can focus on saving for other goals with greater peace of mind. Investing is another powerful way to save with purpose. While saving alone can provide financial security, investing allows you to grow your wealth and reach your long-term goals more quickly. Whether it's through stocks, bonds, real estate, or retirement accounts, investing can provide greater returns than traditional savings accounts. By investing purposefully, you give your money the opportunity to grow and compound, accelerating your path to financial freedom and long-term success. Saving with purpose also involves understanding the role of discipline. Financial discipline is key to staying focused on your goals and resisting the temptation to overspend or dip into your savings for non-essential purchases. Developing the discipline to stick to your savings plan even when it's difficult or when you're tempted by material desires is essential for achieving your financial objectives. The more disciplined you are with your savings, the more you will be able to achieve. Flexibility is an important aspect of saving with purpose. Life can throw unexpected challenges your way, and sometimes your financial goals or priorities may need to be adjusted. Perhaps you experience a sudden change in income, or your goals evolve over time. Saving with purpose doesn't mean rigidly sticking to a plan regardless of circumstances. It means being able to adapt while still keeping your long-term objectives in mind. Flexibility allows you to adjust your saving strategy as needed while remaining focused on your overall vision. One of the most powerful motivators for saving with purpose is the ability to visualize your goals. Whether it's buying a home, traveling the world, or retiring early, having a clear picture of what you're working toward helps keep you motivated. Visualization allows you to connect with your dreams on a deeper emotional level, making the process of saving feel more meaningful. By consistently visualizing your goals, you reinforce your commitment and stay focused on the steps needed to achieve them. When saving with purpose, it's also important to minimize financial stress by automating your savings. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings accounts, retirement funds, or investment portfolios. Automation ensures that you are consistently saving without having to think about it. This removes the temptation to spend money that should be saved and helps you build wealth over time without relying on willpower alone. Another important aspect of saving with purpose is maintaining a long-term mindset. Saving and building wealth takes time, and there will be moments when progress feels slow. However, by staying focused on your long-term objectives and consistently saving toward your goals, you will eventually see the rewards of your hard work. The key is to stay patient, stay disciplined, and understand that your efforts will pay off over time. In conclusion, saving with purpose is a transformative approach to managing your finances. By aligning your savings efforts with your values, setting clear goals, and practicing discipline, you can achieve financial security and the life you desire. Saving with purpose gives you control over your financial future, peace of mind, and the confidence to navigate life's challenges. When you save intentionally and with focus, you create a solid foundation for long-term success and fulfillment.